originally this first little portion of the house, if you look at it from the outside, it was a little cottage that was on the other kitty corner, and when it was slated to be burned down by the fire department as a test fire, the man who grew up in it, he moved the house, bought it, and he put it on a truck. It moved it over here.
Oh my goodness!
Here. This was like in the 70s, I think, or the 80s, somewhere in there. So it's got a cinder block foundation with little cottage, and it became many things. It was a bakery, and then it was a trinket shop, an ice cream place. It became many things. So when we were visiting Cannon Beach, it was a bakery, and it didn't go back very far. It had, I don't know, we made our coffee up here, and we served it out the door here, and this area was a staircase wall here.
Wow.
It was very tiny, and so with our renovation last year, we wanted to add 19 feet to the back of the bakery.
Wow.
So what ended up happening is they cut the building off right here, and they scraped it from the ground to back.
Wow.
We built an entirely new building in the back. Same width footprint, so it's kind of narrow, but it's long. We have a higher ceilings to accommodate all our HVAC, and then we got an apartment on the top floor with an 1,100 square feet, one bedroom.
Cool.
It's a full-time living space for it.
Cool.
So yes, we have we added a bathroom to the staff as well as an upgraded bathroom for the customers. Our service bar moved from one side of the building to the other side. Major features are that there's exit points for staff off the both ends of it. It also means there's entry points for any curious person or child, as we know. But that's okay, because we kind of function like a family and hear everything. So, and I want curious people and curious children in my bakery all the time.
Nice.
So, so come on in the back. And you can see, for the bar area, we wanted to really maximize the wind space so that 2 to 3 people can work through here comfortably. So getting 42 inches of working space is really important. And this is important for food industry people. If you've ever worked in a kitchen, you understand walking behind someone and how tight it can be. So this was a real big feat to get all of our equipment and all the plumbing and all the electrical dialed in for our service this space.
Cool.
We make from scratch sourdough bread, pastries from scratch, and laminated pastries like croissants and pain au chocolat. And also we are serving some danishes and other fun little things that come out of the laminated category. It's highly technical work, and it takes a long time to learn it and get good at it. And in our environment, we've always had trouble with heat, which is the enemy of laminated pastries. We also make amazing scones and biscuits, as people know. My mother's recipe of banana bread.
Oh, that's so fun.
And then on the line, we also serve sandwiches on our fresh bread, and some bowls like acai bowls, served for food, and yogurt bowls. So
cool.
So in the back of the house is our bakery. I have like kind of a prep area for slicing meat and cheeses and veggies and produce, ice machine, and that kind of like makes its way into the line where we prepare all those sandwiches and coffee. And then and beyond that, I have benches for my bakers. I've got a bread bench and a pastry bench, and we can fit 4 to 6 people working back here, and our glorious dish pit that we very much love the new machine in. 'Cause last time I couldn't fit a sheet pan in sanitizer, but I can now.
One of the cool things that you were telling me earlier that goes to what you were talking about of like shooting for perfection and what you're doing is the fact that your new sanitizer actually washes the different dishes differently, so there's no chemical residue, which even can affect the taste of the coffee from the cups and the utensils that you're using to make it. So you're constantly looking for what is that extra next level.
What's the next level
Yeah.
that really helps us accomplish our goal of excellence? Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
I was recommended to put all of my hot stuff on one wall. So we moved our 4-deck bread ovens to Siemens Dotic bread oven.
Wow.
This is a small oven. Normally these are giants, and often they'll have a giant like conveyor belt loader on them that can be raised and lowered to shuffle for each deck. So we usually run this at about 500 degrees for our bread, somewhere in there. And then next door are my convection ovens that we use for all the pastries. I got double convections, and we got a proofer on the side, which is just for the morning bake when you need to raise pastries up. We got enough speed racks for our kitchen. I don't think we can use more. Like they're great. They are on wheels. We can shuttle all our sheet pans in these guys, and we get them full, and they'll be full of bread and full of pastries, and all that gets shuffled out to the front. So ton of fun, and I always say that you should eat more butter. So yes, we stash our butter.
Nice.
Have some regular tech butter because we do so much quick grabs of butter, and anybody knows it's hard to make cookies when the butter's not soft enough.
Oh, yes.
So one of the biggest additions to the bakery was needing the 19 extra feet was to put a walk-in in our building. And this is amazing walk-in. I got 2-door access. One side's more dedicated to like bread and the food service area, and my left door is more dedicated to pastry. So we can get in and out of it fast, easy. You can even make a circle in there. And this is pretty awesome, I have to say. So grateful for this new piece. Over here in this corner is where I have my mixer. So we've got Ufo is classic. This one has an 80-quart bowl on it, and
Wow.
and I have 40 quarts, and I have a 20-quart machine behind you also. And next to that is our sheeter. This is a reversible sheeter, and this is where we do our laminating. So it's kind of a little bit cooler out here. It's farther away from the heat, and I also have ventilation to help cool the building down. We do most of our laminating towards the afternoon when we can open the doors and cool the place down.
Yeah, I've seen some of your sped up videos working back here.
I should post.
Yeah.
Who do you mind? So here's a small version of our Cobard. This is a 20-quart, super needed. And I have just multiple bowls for both my machines. And we have a small, like, countertop size commercial KitchenAid too. So
Cool.
3-door freezer. This guy is kind of like the this is the brain of the system. We like write everything on our list over here. We've got quadrants to keeping track of our inventory and our to-dos for one day and the bake-off for the next morning. We kind of like scrawl notes up here. Recipes sometimes get hung up here. And this is kind of like the brain where pastry brain happens. The bread brain is over there. So you really have two different like operations happening in your bread and pastry. So there's so much to learn in this space. Like if you ever got tired of pastry work, you could go to word bread, which I really required 2 years to learn from the ground up at 40 hours.
Wow.
It's a long, slow learning curve. I'll just put it this way: I've seen full-grown men cry. There you go. And not because they cut themselves with the lawn. That happens too. And this is my dish pit. This is where we clean everything. I got a 3-mason sink, sanitizer, clean side, and we have a staff bathroom, hand wash sinks. Yeah.
Very cool.
I hang things from the ceiling. It's really needed. Like in a space like this, it's great. It can like have everything ready to go. And my dream in the kitchen is it's literally this. Like I don't even want to bake at home anymore. You walk in here and this place is built to bake. All your spices are right there. Everything you need is right there. You got a mixers ready to go and ovens. So it's pretty amazing. We're serving cart roasters and very, very, we've been serving carts since 2017, I believe. And it is definitely one of those special drinks that we just can't get enough of. And we just keep enjoying all the different direct sourcing and the relationships that are built through being a partner with Heart. If you haven't had Heart coffee, I definitely recommend getting your hands on some and tasting it. It's pretty amazing.
Cool.
And if you don't like your coffee and the way it tastes, go get some new equipment and get some training, because often it could be equipment related, it could be knowledge related, it could be your water, it could be technique. And people like us, we want to help you make really amazing coffee at home too.